Everybody stand back! Huh? Disappear! Useless! Swirl, Mark 2! Teamwork is dreamwork! Truth repeat.
Right now.
Yeah.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold. What a nuisance. Is that all? Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Just like we rehearsed!
Witness the power of Gobot.
Hey, go away! Stay put! Pull it in, help!
I'm always watching. Come on out.
Rain outlines your fate. Lightning terrified!
Midnight Phantasgoria! Ready, go! Don't be scared!
I'll settle this. Get with me. Let me weave your verse. Know my soul.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Lightning terrified. Our bond is strong.
Don't get it, you Grace! You Grace, you're up!
Witness the power of Gobot. Rain out. Feel the beat.
Fists of fury! नमस्ते बिल्लो। हाँ करो करो।
Punishment.
Stars, shine for me.
करो आप।
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
करो और बताओ मिला कि नहीं मिला।
I summon thee
No rest for the wicked.
by royal decree.
Don't be scared. The night is cold.
Shiver. Yeah. Feel the beat. Amp it up.
You're open.
हाँ तो हमारे पास भी प्रीमोस नहीं है ना। अब
Cold. Mine to
पहले
command. My guiding stars.
एक कैरेक्टर का टारगेट था,
Shadow
अब
Raven.
टारगेट बढ़ गया है।
Evolve.
2-2 कैरेक्टर आ गए हैं टारगेट में। एक तो नेक्स्ट में ही आ रहा है, मतलब आपको अप्रैल में आएगा जहाँ तक पता चला है। नेवुलेट आने वाला है अप्रैल में 4.5 में, सेकेंड फेस में आएगा। फोर 4.5 में बैनर भी बढ़ने वाला है, 3 बैनर आएगा कैरेक्टर का।
Don't waste my time.
हाँ हाँ मार लो, क्या मालूम मिल ही जाए।
Let's light it up.
And step.
चलो थोड़ा युनजुन का देखते क्या करती है।
Your grand finale. Observe.
ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर
It's
रही
nothing.
है। ये क्या कर रही है।
As a good knight should. Steady as stone.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. I'm going in.
और हाँ फॉक्स कौन है पता चल गया हमें।
Observe. Time to clean up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Your grand finale. Observe. Teamwork is dreamwork.
नहीं नोएला का तो सिल टूट गया।
Leave it all to me.
It's nothing. Yeah. Huh?
As a good knight should.
Yeah. Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
ये रही आपकी फॉक्स। बैनर में भी आई है। सब तो हो ही गया, अब क्या करना है। और हाँ आप लोगों के फेवरेट एल्बेडो का रिप्लेसमेंट आने वाला है। हमें तो दोनों में जायो ज़्यादा ठीक लगा है। हम बताते हैं, आप इस वाले बैनर पे पुल करो, मुंडन लाइफ पे। वाई मीको पे भी आप कर सकते हो, बट हमें ज़्यादा सही लगा है जायो। बाकी आप क्या अपना वो एनीमो का अगर यूज करना है बफर तो जायो यूज करो, नहीं तो अगर इलेक्ट्रो का कैरेक्टर चाहिए तो आई मीको मस्त है। कमाल का ब्रस्ट डैमेज देती है, और फिर वो जो करती है तीनों इधर से उधर बांध के, और फिर जो मारती है डैमेज वो भी मस्त मारती है। हाँ, आप अपना से भी ट्रायल करके देख लो। कैसे कैसे करके पता है ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट किए हैं ये। पागल बनाने वाला ट्रेनिंग था। हम बताएं आपको, अगर जायो का कैरेक्टर में ये भी मिल जाएगी ना, ये जो छोटी सी बच्ची है, क्या नाम है इसका, 1 मिनट इवेंट से देख के बताते हैं। टेस्ट रन में ये भी बढ़िया सपोर्ट करती है अटैक के लिए। देखो दोनों में ये है कि अगर आपके पास एनीमो कैरेक्टर ज़्यादा अच्छे होंगे तो फिर माइको आपको ज़्यादा ठीक लगेगा। वैसे आपके पास तो रेडन है ही, तो आप इसका क्या करोगे, यहीं ले लो, जायो ही ले लो।
Let the show begin.
Germinate! Propagate! Spring forth!
हाँ ये बात तो है, जोड़ी तो मस्त बनेगा दोनों का।
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do... Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan...
देखो रेडन के साथ में
to be
आपको एक और चाहिए इलेक्ट्रो कैरेक्टर, तो
Goodness,
आप
is that the
आइमी
time?
को निकाल लो.
I have
बहुत
another
मस्त
guest to
है ये.
receive today. We can talk more back at the
बट
Grand
अगर रेडन
Narukami
से काम
Shrine.
चल रहा है तो फिर
All
जायो
of
ले
a
सकते
sudden,
हो.
you're entertaining guests?
फॉक्स का रीरन है या फिर मतलब पहले से ही फर्स्ट टाइम आया है, ये फर्स्ट टाइम आई है, ये बताओ.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing
तो
one
जायो और
must
फॉक्स
do?
दोनों रीरन हैं.
Don't know. What is it?
You must
रुक
understand the
जाओ, अभी
situation
तो
you are facing.
है ही
The Vision
बैनर.
Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones
आप
behind it
अभी
knowing
डीपीएस
full
में क्या क्या
well their
यूज करते हो?
susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strong... Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been...
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight up.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusion. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun,
So, what should we do?
it will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the Shogunate. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is she also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonor?
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
ऑल ऑफ यू में दो ही तो है.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me—
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, he reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect— how could he ever even dream of acting against the
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not s- and so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary. Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujosara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
किस पे मारे हो? कोई बात नहीं है। 6 स्पिन और मारोगे तो एक 4 स्टार तो दे ही देगा।
He just turned into a human. What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so
अरे नहीं, 6 स्पिन और मार लेना।
The professional you were talking about?
क्या पता वो मिल जाए। पीले बिल्ली वाली जो है कैरेक्टर डेंड्रो की।
She is a member of the Shiumatsu
मस्त
Band.
कैरेक्टर है वो।
Genuine, bona
या
fide
फिर निंग
ninja.
वन भी मिल गई तो आपका
Wow, a ninja? So was that one
C1
of
हो
those
जाएगा।
legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway,
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the... However, convincing... Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the... It would not be appropriate for...
You make it sound so simple, but
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by... For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the ten... But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun... Now you're... The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back...
आपको एक चीज़ पता है? कजुआ के ही बैनर पे आई थिंक वो भी आने वाला है, नेबुलेट भी आने वाला है। ऐसा कुछ है शायद, हमें कंफर्म नहीं पता। बट सोचने वाली बात है कि दो 5 स्टार कैरेक्टर को एक बैनर पे देगा। हाँ देगा, क्यों नहीं देगा।
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the...
We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you can't... I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. There...
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think.
तो आप कजुहा पे कैसे जाओगे? अगर दोनों साथ आएगा तो 50% चांस है आपका नेबुलेट का, क्योंकि नेबुलेट को ही मेन रखेगा आई थिंक।
I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has
या
been
फिर
that the
दोनों का
Tenryou
अलग-अलग
Commission
बैनर
reports
होगा,
the
जैसे मिको और जायो का अलग-अलग
The
है।
Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had... Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat, and...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a doc...
If only there was a way we could distract the
नेबुलेट
guards
छोड़ के
just for long
कजुहा पे,
enough.
वाह क्या बात है।
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one.
और थर्ड बैनर
Statue
से
of
क्या
the
निकालोगे?
omnipresent god is right while they were preoccupied with that. Sayu could infiltrate the...
Great! It feels... It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and... Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house used... Oh, man.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to...
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get...
All right. First, let's go to Hanamizaka.
ऐसा क्या है कजुहा में जो आप नेबुलेट के जगह उसे निकालोगे? थर्ड बैनर से क्या निकालोगे ये भी नहीं बताया, किधर गैप हो गए? चैट तो शो हो रही है ना? हो रही है।
We need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right. As it happens, I
याद
made this
तो
really souped up one just a
मतलब
couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse. And try to avoid burning your clothes.
मिल गई
Also,
वाह
it's best that...
कांग्रेट्स
Why does Paimon feel...
Don't worry, it's just...
We'll give it a try.
कितने पुल्स और करा तो मिल गई
You! The warrant is for your...
Oh no!
अरे वाह नमस्ते लूसीफर
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one, we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught...
जायो का भी 10 पुल कंप्लीट कर लेना
Anyway,
क्या पता मिल जाए 10 पुल कंप्लीट करते करते में अब तो आपके खुशी का ठिकाना नहीं होगा
firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh.
आसमान में उड़ रहे हो वाह अरे यार टेलीपोर्ट नहीं हो रहा और हम नीचे कूद गए
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
My apologies. Komori Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
अरे हम चैट पे ध्यान दे रहे थे ना तो इधर उतना ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं गया हम सोचे टेलीपोर्ट तो है ही उधर चलो उधर से ही चले जाएंगे
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something I didn't know how to find a
मस्त
document you guys
कैरेक्टर
were
है सायु
talking
भी।
about. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that, in addition, we have... It seems that Gujiaya was right. They have been... This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiaya. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatuian...
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still...
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
जोंगली का सेकेंड स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करने में कितना टाइम लगेगा ये बताओ।
Lady Guji, here I am, as
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
You're quite So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sara. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the utter disregard for human life?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission... They are deliberately
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui, the head of the Kujo
Well, the things you wanted to see, but also... Surely, you aren't planning to...
अभी हम इतने ज़्यादा नॉलेजेबल नहीं हुए हैं
This betrayal is unforgivable.
कि रिव्यू कर सके।
Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do.
Kujo Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like, yep, let's catch up.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
बट आप लोग को इतना बता दे कि अल्बेडो का रिप्लेसमेंट आने
Last
वाला
time you
है
entered the plane of
जिसे
Usagi,
अटैक और
it was in
डिफेंस
front of the
दोनों
statue
चाहिए
of the omnipresent
और वो
god,
एक स्वॉर्ड
correct?
कैरेक्टर होने वाला है जियो का।
You must find a way to recreate the
तो आप लोग ऐसे
circumstances of that
आर्टिफैक्ट्स
day.
फार्म कर लेना जो अटैक
If
भी
you can
बढ़ाए
get the
साथ में
Raiden Shogun
डिफेंस
to
भी बढ़ाए
open her heart
और
to you
जियो का
once
डैमेज
more
बोनस
before
भी
the
बढ़ाए।
statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all... Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows?
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting.
चोरी बोरिंग है वो तो नहीं पता बट उसे बनाना मुश्किल होगा। कोई ऐसा स्वर्ड भी चाहिए आप लोगों को? स्वर्ड तो होगा ही, लगभग आप लोग पुराने प्लेयर हो तो अच्छे वाले। बस आर्टिफैक्ट चाहिए ऐसे जो कि स्वर्ड पे काम आए, तो उसके लिए तो आपको चाहिए होगा ये वाला आर्टिफैक्ट, ग्लेडिएटर्स फिनाले, जिसमें अटैक के साथ साथ डिफेंस भी आए, वैसा वाला। इसका रखना होगा 2 सेट, ठीक है। और एक आप लोग रख लेना वॉन्डर्स ट्रूप में, जिसमें जियो का डैमेज बोनस बढ़े और अटैक और डिफेंस दोनों बढ़े उसमें। लास्ट वाला तो कोई भी रख सकते हो, देख लेना आप लोग को जैसे सेट ठीक लगे वैसे बना लेना, क्योंकि उसमें तो बांट के ही बनाना पड़ेगा, अटैक और डिफेंस दोनों चाहिए बफ करने के लिए। 2 स्टेट चाहिए आप लोगों को। हाँ, एल्बेडो को नहीं जानते आप? रुको दिखाते हैं कौन है एल्बेडो, इधर ही कहीं होगा। जैसे आप लोग 4 का सेट बनाते हो ना, तो उसमें आई थिंक कि 2-2 का सेट बनाना ज़्यादा ठीक रहेगा। अरे किधर गया अल्बेडो यार, ये रहा अल्बेडो। इसी का वो रिप्लेसमेंट होने वाली है जो आ रही है। यही है।
You followed me here? You've got Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be a... Good.
Halt!
जायो का हम भी देखे हैं ना, क्या है ना कि वो मेन डीपीएस में आप उसे यूज नहीं कर सकते, और जायो से बढ़िया हमें थोड़ा मीको का लगा है।
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top.
और हाँ,
No one
जायो
is
के
allowed
साथ
to enter.
अगर आप जा रहे हो
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
तो आपको उसके आर्टिफैक्ट चाहिए ही।
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
I must withdraw.
Get them!
I must withdraw.
Almost time for
Withdraw.
retribution! Teach me a lesson.
बिल्कुल, तुम्हें नहीं सिखाएंगे तो किसे सिखाएंगे।
Watch your step.
हाँ, जरूरी तो है जायो पे।
Verdict is... Allow me. Strike first!
coming back! Flash! Eyes on me!
Show me what you've got. Get them.
अरे यार, आप समझ गए ना। और जहाँ तक आप लोग प्रोनाउंसिएशन के पीछे पड़े रहते हो ना, कुछ सीखो अमेरिकन से। ब्रिटेन वाले बोले ऐसे नहीं ऐसे बोलो, तो अमेरिकन क्या बोले थे? हमारी संख्या ज़्यादा है, हम अंग्रेजी को जैसे चाहेंगे वैसे बोलेंगे। बहुत सारे वर्ड्स का स्पेलिंग भी अलग अलग है।
Master!
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes,
He just came right out and admitted it.
the diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. When the chance arose to gain the backing of another power, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this up? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble! After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun.
Yeah. He doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the... But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the
Hate to say it, but his ego
बाद में
is
कभी देख देंगे।
If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the
देखो
Fatui,
अभी हम कोई भी
I
अकाउंट
think he's
रिव्यू
in
नहीं
for
कर रहे हैं।
I've doubted the Vision Hunt
एक
decree
बार
in the
क्या है
past.
ना कि एक
I
बार
asked myself,
रिव्यू करना
is this
शुरू कर
truly
देंगे
the
तो फिर
correct
उसी
thing
में
to
ज़्यादा
do?
टाइम देना
Even though
पड़ेगा।
it goes against, but
और
I
अभी हमारे
chose
काफ़ी
to
सारे
obey the
मिशंस
Shogun.
पेंडिंग पड़े हुए,
For as long
मतलब
as she
करने
leads
ही
the
हैं।
way, who among... But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan, the Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat.
Senor is the one behind all this? Not her again. Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if she thinks she's leaving...
Sarah stormed off!
अरे अरे करेंगे
She's gonna go
शोकेस,
barge into Tenshukaku right now?
अभी नहीं।
Say that again!
क्या करना है, कब करना है,
Then let's do...
वो अभी चल रहा है। जो भी होगा बेस्ट होगा। हम शोकेस करेंगे नेब्यूलेट को, जोंगली को, ऐसे कैरेक्टर्स को शोकेस करेंगे हम। उनका बैनर आने दो।
I'll protect us.
अरे आपको सब कुछ अभी ही जानना है?
Let the show begin.
What's going on?
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of... Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me. But, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? They're just necessary You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as... Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider yours charging into Tenshukaku
आरस का
uninvited
नाम
and
आरस ही है।
lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you... I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where you are aware that the loser...
Traveler?
Then I will deign to...
बहुत बोलती है ये। वेंटी के समय भी बहुत बोली थी।
A lesson
हाँ,
on
जिसे मार
harbinger
डालेंगे।
power and elegance? As you wish.
Into the frozen void.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors! Yeah.
Come on, we can do it.
Tactless rodent!
बे यार, ये कभी कभी पागल भी हो जाता है। मारना किधर किसको है, मारने किधर किसको लगता है।
Propagate!
Let's dance.
Detestable! Into the frozen void!
Power the ended pipe shot.
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid. Propagate!
You will pay for that.
The pale flame smolders! Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
My flame has been extinguished.
I'll protect us.
Scatter! Yeah! Yeah!
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering! In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! My pretties!
Scatter!
Embrace your searing reckoning! Not every wound will heal! Come, put up a fight! Dance, my pretties! Embrace your searing reckoning! Propagate!
I'll protect us.
Not even ashes will remain!
Terminate!
Not every wound will heal! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Dance, my pretties! Not even ashes will remain.
Let's dance.
To ashes! Come, put up a fight! Propagate!
मस्त है ना? बहुत बोल रही थी।
But how?
बहुत बोल रही थी ये।
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you!
अरे ये तो आर्कन को ऑर्डर कर रही है।
All of you!
आर्कन को ऑर्डर दे रही है, बता।
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora's gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds?
हम सिग्नोरा के लिए बोल रहे
Got
हैं।
a headache? China,
और ऐसे भी ड्रैगन है तो क्या।
Paimon feels unsettled.
आज दुआ के साथ क्या हुआ पता ही है आपको। पहले हरा के दोस्त बनाए और अभी बंधक बनाए हुए हैं। यार बहुत लकी हो आप।
Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful.
अरे सिग्नोरा जो उसे ऑर्डर दे रही
Seems
थी उसके बारे
impossible
में
to
बोल रहे हैं।
defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
ट्रेवलर से हार गई और आर्कन को ऑर्डर दे रही। ठीक है, नहीं है प्रोनाउंसिएशन मेरा सही तो आप जाओ,
Why Miko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia
किसी और का सुनो
of the omnipresent
बात जिसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन काफ़ी बढ़िया हो।
Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while. There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
ये क्या करना पड़ रहा है?
Are you okay? You're so silent.
अरे ठीक है, जितना का जरूरी हो उतना ही करो।
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
हाँ, वो बोल रहे हैं कि हमारा प्रोनाउंसिएशन ठीक नहीं है तो हम क्या करें? ये थोड़ी बोले कि नहीं ज़बरदस्ती सुनो ही हमारी बातें।
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
कौन रोके हुए है सोगन को? कौन है? अल्बेडो? हाँ तो बोल के सिंपली इग्नोर ही कर दिया। अरे अभी रेडन को किसने रोका ये बताओ? काजूहा ने रोका था।
So we meet
Oh.
again.
इसलिए काजूहा निकालने के पीछे इतना पड़े हुए हैं बिल्लो, क्योंकि वो रेडन को भी रोक सकता है। नाउ आई गेट इट।
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity.
ये क्वेश्चन गलत जगह पूछ रहे हो।
Individual ambition is
हर
inherently
कोई
incompatible with eternity.
तुम्हारे फैमिली मेंबर
What you
जैसा नहीं
might
होता
not
है।
realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway,
ऊंट के मुंह में
you're
जीरा का
looking for a
फोड़न
chance
कहावत
to
सुने हो?
shake my will,
वही है.
aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
$400K.
Excessive yearning leads to inevitable destruction.
रुको यार.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Inferior.
Power that ended Python!
Verdict is... Ha! Ha!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
La 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 la. I'll protect us.
बहुत मारती है यार.
You will pay for that. Scatter!
नहीं है.
Show begins.
अरे यार फाइट कैसे न करे. पगली और मारती है. फाइट नहीं करेंगे तो.
Strike
Go,
dead.
Barbara, go!
अच्छा पावर मिलेगा हमें. कौन देगा पावर?
Instabilities will be removed.
दे. ये कहाँ का पावर है? सब छीन लिया.
Inferior.
वाह.
I will
मीको हमें पावर देगी.
of eternity.
अरे यार मीको पावर देगी ये.
Not bad.
कितना देर बाद देगी?
Inferior.
ओके तो विजन से सबकी स्किल बंद कर देते हैं. तो ये बात पहले बताना था ना.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
Write a piece of work that can move her. Then she will
अरे क्या लिख रहा है यार? किसी की चाइनीज गर्लफ्रेंड है तो पूछो उससे।
We can abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
है क्या? किसी की नहीं है?
To ashes!
All will be severed.
आओ, बड़ी अपने आप को वो समझती हो।
Come on, we can do it.
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Retribution!
अरे ये क्या करती है ये? अरे यार फिर भी पावरफुल है ये। क्या बदला?
I'll protect you.
Eyes on me!
जो मारे हुए है वो कमाल का मारे हुए है।
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Thunder.
La 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 la. Let the show begin.
To ashes!
Ow.
Terminate!
Is that all you've got? Burn!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Let's dance.
This world, a fleeting shadow. Thunder.
Ready?
Your verdict
Steady?
is decided. All will be severed.
जब मारना नहीं है उसे।
Propagate!
Time for retribution! Ha!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way.
हील होते रहेंगे।
When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow.
अरे यार हम बेकार में
My
उतना कुछ
name
यूज कर दिए।
means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress.
अब ये कौन है?
Something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Seeing you again.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, She saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yae Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
La 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 la.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here.
I was just joking.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them
नमस्ते
connected
सैडो
to Celestia.
कहाँ गायब थे
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason. After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with thus the Gnosis became
अरे
not
नहीं
only
नहीं
useless,
ऐसे नहीं
but
बात
also
करो
a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that...
अरे नहीं कुछ मिले तो गेंशिन का कहानी लिख देना उसमें और क्या
What's done is done. he'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway...
It's...
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road. What would you like to know about? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon...
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were...
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until
what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of it. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So,
तो हम नहीं जानते ना आप कब आते हो,
No.
कब
The
फ्री रहते
prototype
हो,
was
कब
merely a
ऑन
proof
आते हो.
of concept. Its appearance and the original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until...
not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype pup...
What the... What a...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar, but if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her Gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have...
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from... I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes.
हाँ.
I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, keep it safe. Is that all? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in you. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
लगता तो है। चलो, ढेर सारे स्टोरी क्विस्ट खुल गए हैं अब। अरे यार, ढेर सारे नहीं खुले। रेडन का खुला है लगता है सिर्फ। अब क्या ही कर सकते हैं। अरे, डेलिक मेरा तो ख़राब हो गया। डेलिक तो मस्त चीज़ है यार। दो की वाला है वो खोल लें मतलब इसमें। तीसरा पे खुलेगा ये। अच्छा, ये चास्म वाला। देखो, एक है जोंगली का और एक है रेडन का। तो थारिया बताएंगे कि किसका खोलना है पहले, मतलब किसका स्टोरी क्विस्ट करना है। कोई नहीं है, सब क्विस्ट में फंसा हुआ है। अच्छा, इधर ओके, इधर से खोल सकते हैं किसी का। किसका खोलें? चलो ठीक है, हम पानी लेकर आते हैं। तब तक आप लोग देख के रखो कि इन सारों में किसका खोलना है। हाँ तो चलो बताओ किसका खोलना है। नहीं बताओगे तो काया कहीं खोलते हैं। अरे कैसे खुलेगा ये? चैप्टर 3 एक्ट 4। चैप्टर 2 एक्ट 4 होने के बाद होगा। वाह। देखते हैं। पहले तो इनोजुमा का रिवार्ड किधर मिलता है? रेपुटेशन रिवार्ड इनोजुमा का कहाँ मिल रहा है ये बताना। पता नहीं चलता हमें। चलो चेक कर। अरे यहीं पे दिखा रहा है। ये अलग कहीं। यहीं है बट है कहाँ यहाँ?
Wish my sister could hide a secret.
वो किधर है? नीचे है? इस टेलीपोर्ट से कहाँ है ये बताओ ना। इधर तो नहीं है। छोड़ो डायरेक्ट ही चले जाते हैं। अरे यार इधर है। ओके। ओके तो यहाँ वाले टेलीपोर्ट पे धीरे धीरे याद हो जाएगा ये भी। पता नहीं क्या चक्कर है। नहीं, 1 घंटा लगने वाला है तो आज रहने देते हैं। रेडन से कोई ट्रॉन्स का बॉस नहीं खुलेगी?
Ah, Traveler. Right on cue.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine?
अच्छा, तो उससे
Drawing fortune
जिसके
slips at
लिए
the
जोंगली का
shrine?
खोलना है उससे वो
Is it
मिलेगा
just
प्राइज।
Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're...
Even I have a private life, you know.
वेपन मटेरियल।
Okay, so when you say
तो
unexpected
ठीक है, फिर
reunion,
रेडन का ही
you
करते
mean
हैं।
running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy.
20 पुल्स में नहीं आ गई तो इसमें रोने का क्या है?
Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the Shrine Maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find...
I'm sorry. Did I say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, that...
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This...
Really? Does this mean the...
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the...
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
और
Very well.
सेकेंड स्टोरी क्वेस्ट
Ad
कब आएगा?
Astra.
फर्स्ट कंप्लीट करते ही आ जाएगा ना? वो अच्छा वेस्ट हो गया। मतलब आर्कन कंप्लीट है ना, उसका स्टोरी खुल जाएगा ना सेकेंड वाला भी? ये पूछ रहे हैं। जल्दी बताइए। अरे तो सेकेंड स्टोरी क्वेस्ट अभी थोड़ी आएगा। आपने करा है तो आपको पता होगा ना कि वहां तक का आर्कन आर्कन तो ऐसे ही नाजुमा का कर ही चुके हैं। नहीं, ऊपर वाले का तो देख लेंगे। इसमें किसका खोले? बाइडू है हमारे पास, तो बाइडू का ही खोल देते हैं, है ना? बेनी का खोले? अच्छा, चलो सबसे लास्ट वाला बेनी का है, देख लिए। अभी कैंसिल करते हैं। ओके ओके। रेडन का सेकेंड स्टोरी क्विस्ट के लिए खुल जाएगा, बस ये स्टोरी क्विस्ट कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा। क्या मतलब वाईटी से देख लोगे? अभी पहले से ही आप लोगों ने बोला। छोड़ो यार, आप नहीं देना सब 10 हमें नहीं
If the
चाहिए।
Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands.
6 एंडिंग है तो 6 एंडिंग का
Exactly.
आपको लग रहा है
So let's
समय
keep the
कितना
discussion
लगेगा?
going and
बहुत
see if
समय
we can
लगेगा,
find a solution.
Hey, Toma!
तो
What's
उसका
going
भी हम
on?
करेंगे।
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact in
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering
टाइम
missing
कितना
nuggets.
लगेगा ये
So they're
बताओ।
friends of yours.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell her. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the yep,
फिर
that's
भी
the one. And all the time it's been there.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us? Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here! Which would also be pretty scared.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty.
Considering Liu as god left not too long ago, a lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't...
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Futui and nearly destroying the... Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through.
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the... Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in
और
a few
रेडन
days.
का फर्स्ट पार्ट करने में
Now I
कितना
need to go
लगेगा?
visit Takatsukasa
आई मीन
Susa,
इसका फर्स्ट
head of
स्टोरी
the
करने में कितना
Takatsukasa
टाइम
clan.
लगने वाला है?
He's
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem.
I'll come with you, Master.
no need.
Oh.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition. Thank you very much.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
चलो ठीक है। जहाँ डायलॉग्स में कुछ सही जानकारी नहीं बताते रहता, वहाँ तो स्किप कर ही जाते हैं। चलो ये जल्दी जल्दी हो गया तो बेनी का करेंगे फिर। इनको किधर है अब?
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just... What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convinced. Still, your answer has put me... So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying, ranting.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over some...
Before you get too indignant, consider Faye seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not... I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can... But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this? I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the...
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No vis-
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the... Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
फिर से लड़ाई?
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no, I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What do you mean by...
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while.
नहीं
The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
कोई नाइम कैरेक्टर है नारुतो इतना पता है बट हम नहीं देखते
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
ऐसा यार मतलब
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against... For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is
चैनल के
drawing
ग्रोथ का
closer.
छोड़ो आप बताओ आपको और कौन सा गेम चाहिए
Right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small... Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go!
उससे काफ़ी बढ़िया गेम में है तो इसे ही चलने दो बाकी उसकी वीडियोस आपको देखने हैं तो ढेर सारे चैनल से देख सकते हो उधर उसका भी हम नहीं कर रहे
There. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Oh, is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. Huh, the stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun. What is the Almighty Shogun
है
doing
ना
here?
पाइमन है ना
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
ए को बना ले
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you
नहीं
don't
तो ये
have
हमारी
any
वाली
Mora
हमारी है
either?
ना आपकी वाली ये आपकी है
Of course I don't.
आपकी
There
तो
isn't
रेडन
any
सोगन है ना
commerce in
हम
the
ही
plane
को
they
बना
found
लेते
me.
हैं
If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
क्या यार
Milk?
जिंदगी जोक बनी हुई है आपको जोक सुनना
It
है
might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with... The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Ah, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got
ये
no
मस्त है ना
eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once, but there were more than I had. So I thought I'd try mixing.
A chance combination.
अभी जी से देख रहे हो
Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink. drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Dongo milk must sell exceptionally well. No.
Well, I won't lie to you.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed.
No, Almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dongo milk. Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House. She's always bragging to me about it.
Sure, let's go and...
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management?
She just wants
ये
to
जो आपने कहा है डबल मीनिंग लग रहा है हमें.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted...
I'm just here to try some...
In principle.
It'll be fine. If there's anything that...
Well, there are some
Okay. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about... Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely.
It's just a
Narrative device. So it's... Also, I'm barely certain...
Paimon's starting to how about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you a scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be... I have high hopes, though.
जो भी बोलो, पाइमन की आवाज़ मस्त है. कैसी आवाज़ आ रही है मतलब?
This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. With a premise like this, Paimon thinks, well, if some... Paimon only skimmed through, but yeah, the plot is...
लास्ट बॉस है मतलब?
What a strength. Someone like that could easily become the... You do have a... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The characters.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liyue, even though the protagonist... Where is he now?
He's a fictional... What about the antagonists, though?
The antagonists?
stories we pick.
What I take from these back when I decided to, in accordance with my wish. But the fact is that both I disagree with your point of view. But the truth is right here in front of my.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip, this may
क्या
be an
difference
everyday
बताना है?
occurrence for you. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough.
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful...
Take a photo? Once again.
It's okay.
आप ही बता दो. आप इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा ज्ञानी लग रहे हो. देखो वो तो नहीं पता, बट कंक्लूजन ये है
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you
हमारे समझ से बाहर है कंक्लूजन. आप ही बता दो.
Okay. So what exactly is strike? Ah, I see. So in other words, the more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here.
हम जहाँ तक बता सकते हैं वहाँ तक दोनों को समझना मुश्किल है.
Okay, I'll try that. Okay,
let's pick a good angle to...
और कुछ मैथ और कुछ लड़कियां तो समझना काफ़ी मुश्किल है, और कुछ का तो आप समझ ही लो.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow.
कुछ अलग ही मूड में लग रहे हो आप हमें.
Astonishing, but she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery.
That's what makes it so...
Hang on. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like...
Okay, that's weird. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Ina's...
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
ठीक है, तो कोई ना, एक पपेट आप भी इसका बना के रख लेना.
My existence. I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this...
Then, everything I have encountered on... Based on what But it would be incorrect to... Both the vision hunt to... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like...
अरे thank you.
And that means that we...
आप गेम में किस नाम से हो?
Why is it get... Oh, that sounded like Ippei.
Ippei? Is that someone from...
Yep. Let's find out what's going on. Archons, please. These are all the snacks I have. Please let me grow up faster.
सेम नेम से. हाँ, मतलब आप हम में फ्रेंड नहीं हो, है ना? शैडो है हमारे में फ्रेंड, देखना पड़ेगा.
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just...
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiation. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today...
Kujo Kamaji. A descent...
That's right.
I have heard that thing...
Forgive us, Almighty. The Kujo clan's reputation is so...
Surely they would be discussing something.
Actually, the meeting place is in the mountain.
Takatsukasa.
अरे कोई ना,
That's why, Master. I've searched all
हम
over the
बस
city.
ऐसे ही पूछ रहे थे इंफॉर्मेशन के
I
लिए।
thought of that possibility. No need. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master, I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens.
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to it. Besides, this has only come about because I've...
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you.
ओह अच्छा, ओके चलो ठीक है, फिर हम ज़्यादा देर तक स्ट्रीम नहीं करेंगे अभी। वैसे जो 3-3 घंटे 4-4 घंटे जाता है ना, उतना नहीं करेंगे, नहीं तो आपकी पढ़ाई रुकेगी उससे।
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong here.
रोमांटिक हो गए?
We should proceed with caution.
नहीं तो
The Kujo...
हम तो फ्रेंडली है सिर्फ अभी। अरे वाह, रेडेन सोगन मिली है लड़ने के लिए, क्या बात है। इन छोटे मोटों के लिए हमें सोगन लेना पड़ेगा। रुको, अभी नहीं देख
Why
सकते।
are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryo Commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
रुक जाएगा? ओके। ओह, अरे यार, इसका सिग्नेचर विपन तो गजब का है। मस्त है यार, गजब है सिग्नेचर वेपन। नोब्लेक्स ओब्लाइज दिया है आर्टिफैक्ट्स में। नहीं देख सकते, +16 पे ही रखा है अभी, बट वो तो नहीं पता। जो दिया है वो कॉन्स्टलेशन 3 तक दिया है, C3 करके दिया है। टैलेंट इतने पे है। हाँ होता, बट अभी तो C3 है ना।
Let's dance.
मस्त तो है। आ रहे हैं बाबू, जस्ट रुको, तुमसे ही लड़ने आ रहे हैं।
Let the show begin.
There is no escape.
मस्त तो है, एकदम तगड़े वाले हैं। अभी यूज करे क्या?
To oblivion.
I'll protect us.
Eyes on me. Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
How's this? Spring forth! Propaganda!
Let's dance.
Day.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
अरे निकाल लेंगे रेडन भी, रीरन आएगा तो।
I'll protect us.
Let's get down to business. To the fairy.
Shine down. Power that ended Hydon.
Let's dance.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
ये लो, देखो, कोई बात नहीं है।
There is no escape.
निकाले नहीं है तो क्या हुआ, ऐसे है ना यहाँ पे।
I'll protect. Don't move.
Shine down.
I'm ready.
मानना पड़ेगा डेल्यूक का, सॉरी जोंगली का इतना मस्त नहीं काम करता सिग्नेचर उसके ऊपर जितना इसका काम कर रहा है इसके ऊपर, परफेक्ट बनाए हुए। वैसे जोंगली के सिग्नेचर को बोला है कि फिर से वो कुछ करेगा, देख लेते हैं। कोई चेस्ट तो नहीं छूटा है इधर। इसमें तो नहीं है।
Come on, we can do it.
लगा ही था क्योंकि हर में अगर एक एक चेस्ट दे रहा है तो इसमें भी देता ही।
Go, Barbara, go.
शुरू वाला तो कलेक्ट कर लिए थे ना। वन 128 हो गए हैं प्रीमोस। ओके
Look, it's Kujo Kamaji. But who's he with?
Stay back. I will deal with this.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations that—
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of—
all factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced— You're going—
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good. So that— why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under
कोई नहीं।
duress, we're just negotiating.
प्रीमोस भी तब
I
उतने नहीं थे
believe
ना।
I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a
देखो
single
10
one they
पुल किए
say
थे
can
हम,
be trusted.
बट हमें नहीं दिया।
You are quite
जब
mistaken
हम
if
क्या
you think
करें?
your dispute is of any interest to me.
Well, yes, of course.
पागल
It's
सा
the
एक
eternal
4
pursuit
स्टार
of
का
everyone in the Tenryo Commission to
क्लेमोर
offer
दिया
our
डेंस
lives in
लेसर।
service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who—
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryo commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
I,
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade? Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou Commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, Almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for—
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hour, just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword, then please let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward.
पिद्दी फाइट करेगा ऐसे?
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the Almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, If you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, the Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I have much to contemplate in the days to come. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done. No matter... This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryou Commission, and the people in the city got to see... If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for such... Also, please stop making... Okay. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yae Miko. Miko, we're back!
Did you know? Well then. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find... What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps.
Of the electro arc. May the blossoms of the sacred...
आप ऐसे टाइम पे बैक हो जब स्ट्रीम बंद हो रही है। ठीक है, मिलते हैं आप सभी से फिर अगले स्ट्रीम पे। तब तक के लिए सभी को टाटा, सी यू ऑल।